Let me emphasize, as we sit here right now talking, the Eagles want A.J. Brown in an Eagles uniform in 2026.
Dallas still stinks. You might know where it kicked it back here. You know, if you hate the Eagles, then you are praying that the Eagles will trade A.J. Brown. If you want to see the giant collapse of this team, you are praying that this offensive line will never be the same and won't get healthy. If you want us to stink and be a bottom feeder, then you are praying that these coaches on offense would have stayed one more year. If you hate the greatest franchise in human history, you are praying that you're not going to have to deal with Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter long term. Well, guess what? I got news for Cowboy fans and all them other stinking fan bases out there. The Eagles are doing exactly the opposite of what you want. This team is on the right path. And I know it's early, and I know things have to happen, but things are trending in the right direction, and I love it. I love it. Now, where should we start? I mean, I'll say this. Top priority, number one priority for the Eagles as far as I'm concerned, like I said in my last video, the number one thing you got to do that sets everything up, you've got to get Jordan Davis signed to an extension. That is key. Jalen Carter will soon follow after, and you will lock up your interior defensive line long-term, opening salary cap space for the Eagles and also a good plan to figure out who else you need to get on that defense. Now, we talked about A.J. Brown. Well, actually, yeah, we'll talk about A.J. Brown right now. Let's talk about my man A.J. Brown, because everybody's been trying to run him out of Philly, and most of it hasn't been Eagle fans. And some of the Eagle fans that have wanted it, they've been frustrated. I understand it. But according to Derek Gunn, well, A.J. Brown isn't going anywhere, and the Eagles don't want him to go anywhere. The Eagles Times says this, trending, the Eagles want A.J. Brown back for 2026 per Derek Gunn. Despite the rumors, Philly isn't looking to move him. Bingo, bango, bongo, whatever. The Eagles don't want to trade him. And you know what? I don't think A.J. Brown wants to go. I never thought A.J. Brown wanted to go. He just wants his offense to be competent. Okay? This is a little bit of what Derek Gunn said on the radio with, I think it was, I forget. But here's what he said.
The Eagles want A.J. Brown in an Eagles uniform in 2026.
Was A.J. Brown then has had the change of heart by something that has happened, or do you believe A.J. Brown really didn't want to get out of town?
I believe he never really wanted to get out of town. He wears his emotions on his sleeves. He was frustrated, not with just him not getting the ball more, but with the offense being as inconsistent as it was. Now, some people handle their emotions, as we all know in life, differently than others. Some people speak their minds quicker than others. Some people let their frustrations boil over quicker than others. And in several instances, that was the case with A.J. But A.J. has always wanted to be here. He just wanted the offense to be similar to what it was in 2024 in terms of production. And let's face it, it wasn't.
So despite the hopes and dreams of every Cowboy fan out there, A.J. Brown doesn't want to go anywhere, which means you're going to have to deal with him and Devontae Smith next year. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And you might be saying, all the haters out there, hey, well, guess what? You guys had them last year, and your offense didn't work. Look at the way they ran their routes. Look at all the offense and the way it was in the passing game. Nobody's worried. Well, the Eagles took care of that as well. They went out, they got themselves a young coordinator, a guy with tremendous upside, considered one of the bright young minds in the NFL, up and coming. Teams wanted him. The Packers were so impressed on a practice interview he was doing that they hired him. The guy is got to get a chance. Got to give him a chance. And look, I know, I get it. It's a difference between putting something on paper and actually playing. Well, guess what? We can only put things on paper right now because it's February. And free agency hasn't even started. But what I'm talking about is that the Eagles seem to have the right mindset, the right vision, and are headed, in my opinion, the right way. Okay? So we got to give this offense, these offensive coaches, a chance to do their thing. But I think behind the scenes, A.J. Brown probably likes what he sees with the coaching staff, and he's excited about the changes on offense, and he knows that things are going to be better. A.J. Brown still knows that no matter where he goes, okay, it will never be like Philly. All right, there's a big difference. You could go and, play with the Tennessee Titans like he did. Playing in Philly isn't the same thing. Max Crosby expressed this information when he played in Philly. He was so impressed because it's just different there. It's a different vibe. It's a different feel. And, hey, A.J. Brown could go somewhere and get a lot of stats of being on a stinky team. Maybe the team's even good, but it'll never have the feel of Philly. And A.J. Brown knows it, and he doesn't want to go anywhere. Believe me. So that's a great thing. Then, of course, now we're hearing that Cam Jurgens is trying to get healthy. We knew he wasn't healthy. It just didn't make sense the way his play fell back so much. Him and Landon Dickerson, and now we hear that Cam Jurgens is actually getting stem cell treatment. And here's what was said by Fly Eagles. Per Cam Jurgens' Instagram, he recently went through a health reset week of treatments and stem cells. He wrote, "Thanks to the great people at bioXcellerator, I had a health reset this reset week and stem cells. Excited for the healing and getting my body absolutely right for the upcoming season." Cam Jurgens, if this works out and we get healthy Cam Jurgens back and we get healthy Landon Dickerson back, dude, punch the ticket, baby. Punch the mother-humping ticket, because this team is going to be top-notch, all right? And I'm not saying you don't go out and you don't get yourself an insurance policy. Sure, go out, draft a center, go out, draft another guard. Go ahead, do something like that, see what you got on your roster. No question about it. Get some depth in there. Get some guys in there that can play just in case. However, Cam Jurgens, and I'll leave the link to the Instagram so you can see the video yourself. Hey, he's excited because he knows he's getting healthy. I think if he comes back healthy, that's going to be huge for the Eagles. And then Landon Dickerson, we're going to have to wait and see what goes on with him, but I have a feeling he's coming back too. We already know Lane Johnson is coming back, and we already know a week ago that Brandon Graham is looking to come back. These guys right now are headed in the right direction. We are doing the right things at the right time, and that's why I think that if you're a Cowboy fan, if you're a, 49er fan, you're a Seahawk fan, I don't care who you're a fan of, you should be very, very worried about the Eagles because they seem to be getting it right. All right? They don't have to go out and spend $80 million in salary. They don't need 8, 9, 10 guys. They need one decent signing, and they need to retool on the draft. And if they do that with, good little signings here and there, they'll be fine. You have a signing like a Zach Bond. Guess what? You'll be doing okay. So I look at the Eagles and I say, what's the number one thing they need to do first? Get Jordan Davis signed to an extension, okay? What did they need to do when the season ended right away? They needed to get new offensive coaches. They did that. I'm willing to give them a chance. The second thing right now before free agency, Get Jordan Davis under contract. Get him signed long-term, free up some cap space. You know what I mean? Boom. Put this A.J. Brown trade stuff to rest. He ain't going anywhere. Get your offensive line healthy. They're working on it. The Eagles are headed in the right direction, and the league should be scared. Everybody, all you Cowboy fans, all you Mark Holmes, all you out there, you've been put on notice. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's how we vision, baby. We're all just living in it. Yeah. Now, the Eagles are going to have decisions to be made, no doubt about it. I think it's going to be hard to keep Nakobe Dean, although I would make a play. I would make a play for the right price to bring Jalen Phillips back. And then Reed Blankenship, I actually think the Eagles are going to sign him. I have a feeling they're going to sign him because I don't think he's going to cost nearly as much money as people think. Denzel Washington out. That's all, folks.
The brother screwed us.